Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Welcome. Man, I am excited. I am live on TikTok with a whole different camera. Then I'm live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. My goodness. If a few years ago you were gonna tell me that, hey Sean, there's gonna be a night where you're gonna be live on like four different platforms at the same time, I would have said, I don't know about that. So I don't know about that. Jenny, how are you? Welcome. So I don't know a whole lot about how it works on TikTok, but hey, I got a couple people on TikTok. Karina, how are you? Spunky Doe, what is happening? This is my second time going. I'm gonna have to decline joining in right now because I'm gonna be talking about a topic. So stick around with me. Stick around. Don't go away. And Jenny, are you there? I got like cameras everywhere now. So welcome. Those of you who are on TikTok joining me. This is my second time going live on TikTok. So I don't really know a whole lot about what's going on, but welcome. So tonight's topic, if you're new to me, my name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks create a side income using social media. I've had 38 jobs in 10 different industries, and so now it's my thing to help people who have a job and just want to create a side income. So that's what I do. If that's of interest to you, SideGigSean.com is where you want to go. All right. And I go live every day. Second time on Facebook. I go live every day. Been going live for about 5 years. Um, yeah, here we are. Let's go with Jelisa. How are you? Welcome. I see you on TikTok. All right. So tonight's topic, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, right? So tonight's topic is hey, if you had a chance to be a judge, right? If you had a chance to be a judge, if you had a chance to judge between the defendant and the plaintiff, would you be able to sit there and judge? Thank you for all the gifts. I think that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, I think one of the coolest, at the same time, most difficult jobs is to be a judge, because what if you judge the wrong thing and then you like basically screw somebody's life for how many years? God knows, right? So I have a great story for you tonight. Great story for you tonight that is packed with takeaways. A robbery takes place at a bank. The two guys that roll in to rob the bank, they tell everybody that, hey, the money belongs to the state, your life belongs to you. Lay flat. Everybody gets down on the ground. This is called mind changing concept, where you're taking somebody's mind from a traditional thought and changing it to untraditional thought, right? Mind changing concept. The second thing that happens, they see that everybody's on the floor, but there's a lady that's kind of provocatively laying on the floor, if you know what I mean. So one robber turns around to her and says, ma'am, this is a robbery, not a rape. All right. This is called professionalism. This is called being professional and being focused only on the task at hand. Pretty cool, huh? Thank you for all the gifts. I love it. That's kind of cool. I don't know what they mean, but I think that's really cool. So, third thing happens. These guys grab the bags and get home. And the younger brother tells the older one, hey, you know what? I think we should count the money. You know what I mean? I mean, it'd be nice to know how much we got. The older brother who dropped out of school turns around and says, come on, there is so much to count. Just wait until the 8 o'clock news and they'll let us know exactly how much we've taken. That's called experience, or what I call life mileage, right? You got experience, and based on experience, you can make some good decisions. Not that robbery is a good decision. That is not what I'm saying. Okay. So after the robbers leave, what happens is the bank manager tells the supervisor, hey, call the cops, call 911 immediately. Out here in the States, it's 911, call the cops immediately. Well, the supervisor says, hold off. Let's take 10 million bucks for ourselves. 5 you, 5 me. Nobody's going to know. This is called swim with the tide. This is when you turn a negative situation positive for you, right? That means swim with the tide. Now, let me ask you a question. You got the robbers who are robbing the bank, right? Then you got the lady who's being provocative, trying to get attention, right? We try to join hands, right? Then you got the brothers at home thinking, well, you know what? Do we count? Do we not count? What's going on? And then you got the manager and the supervisor that are debating to see, well, do we take 5 mil each or what do we do? Now, if you were behind the scenes of this story, thank you, people on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love. If you were a judge and you knew all this behind the scene, let me ask you a question. Who's the robber here? Who's the thief? Who's the thief? Is it the robbers who are taking the cash? Is it the lady who's being manipulative to rob? Is it the brothers that don't want to get cheated? The younger one doesn't want to get cheated, wants to make sure that they split it? Or is it the manager or the supervisor? Interesting thought, huh? Because at the end of the day, you're thinking to yourself, wow, I never thought that's going to twist that way. But sometimes it does. And now you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, those guys started it, but then it continued, right? So one thing here is that, hey, if you join in on a robbery in progress, if you join in on negative thoughts, then negative conversations, if you join into that atmosphere, into that crowd, what's going to happen is that it's just going to be one thing after another, a buildup after another, and it's just going to be really tough to get out of it now. At the same time, if you turn around, put yourself in a different situation where this is what, if you're on TikTok, this is the first time you're hearing this, but I refer to this as your MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles. When something happens and goes wrong, you find yourself at a situation where you feel obligated personally to stop it from like moving forward, right? And that's because what? It does not matter if anybody's around to watch you, not to watch you, because you have your MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles all in line properly, right? So I don't know what you think about these four categories, but it's great to understand. And here's I'll share this with you. I've been in sales for a long time, right? I'll give you this, and I'll end it with this. I've been in sales for a long time, right? And when you really think about this, mind changing concept, then you go into being professional, right? Then you got your experience. Then you want to what? You want to swim with the tide, right? So if you take these four steps, these are really four steps for hardcore sales. When I say hardcore sales, I'm talking about the person who doesn't want to buy your product or service, and you basically shove it in their face. This is when they go home and they get what? Buyer's what? Remorse, right? Jenny, Glow, you guys are quiet. Welcome, welcome, right? That's when you hard close them, right? You change their mind. Why? Because in the start they weren't even in the market to buy, right? You change their mind. You stay professional. You're using your experience, all that, right? And at the end, you want to ride the tide. You want to ride that tide. You're like, I'm going to give myself. I'm going to get it, right? This is not a good professional way of introducing your products and services to people. I wouldn't use this hardcore sales, right? It's more about, hey, does my product or service help you in any shape or form? I'm looking at three different cameras. That's why my eyes go like this, because I am guilty. I've been told that I look away from the camera a lot because I'm thinking a lot, you know? So, anyway, I digress. But it's not about this hardcore sales any longer, because people can buy online without you. Anything. Like they can buy anything online without you. Like literally. They don't need you. So why they buy from you? It's because you're nice to them. You understand their need, and then you present your product or your solution or the service, right? So with that, hopefully you guys are sitting on the judge seat with the little thing. I think that's one of the coolest and the hardest jobs on the planet, just to be a judge. I said that in the beginning, but I think it's pretty cool because I mean, you get to see so much. You get to hear so many stories, right? So many sides of stories, and I think that's pretty cool. But then you got to decide who's right or wrong. That may not be so cool because it may be tough. But I don't want to make the wrong decision in that case, ruin somebody's life. So with that, my second time on TikTok, which I have no idea, I had like over 500 people on it. Is that pretty good? I think that's pretty good, right? I don't know what that means, but I got a bunch of things going on. I have no idea what they mean. So I'm gonna have to Google it and find out. But thank you. I hope you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, tag your peeps to it. It's a safe zone, I promise. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow. when we do it all over again. Much love.